Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com. In this video, I want to discuss the topic of death. Now, there are only two things in life that we are guaranteed. One is taxes, which I have no desire to ever get into because taxes suck. And two, death. Now, death is something that has kind of come up a little bit more so recently in my family because of some friends passing and just strange occurrences with just people that have come across our lives. And I definitely have a bit of a different outlook than my wife does. And on top of it, my wife also just turned 40, and she's having a bit of a hard time adjusting to that, knowing that she is getting closer to that final day. For me, on the other hand, I have already kind of faced that fear and faced my mortality while I was going through treatment, and I had a lot of time to think about it and to come to terms and to death itself. And being able to go through that has kind of set me into a different mindset and mentality when it comes to the loss of friends, or as I'm getting older, I too am getting closer to that date. I wanted to touch on this because it was, as I see my wife and my family be affected by death itself, it makes me kind of wonder how many other people out there kind of think of it as much as I do, or in some ways I don't think about it anymore because I am so fortunate to be able to share even these videos with you, that if I was able to make it through, whereas a lot of people who are diagnosed with cancer don't make it through and don't have the ability to share their story with us. And so I feel so fortunate that I can do that, and I am able to share the story. And I think that is in part a lot of the reason why I feel so blessed to be able to do these things. I get this second chance in life to share with everyone just how important life is, and to not take it for granted. With seeing how my wife has reacted to some of her friends that have passed away, kind of brings me back to some of the times I was in the hospital, really thinking about, like, wow, this might be the end of it all. And I questioned everything. I questioned, what is it like on the other side? What is there another side? And a lot of people put their faith into an area that I don't necessarily agree or disagree with, but it has helped them really figure it out. For me, I just had faith that things were going to be okay. I was going to fight my ass off and do what I could to survive. Other people may not be as mentally prepared as I was, and I don't know if I was or not, but and so they put their faith into what they feel is a higher power out there, and that helps so many people. And I don't want to say that it's right or wrong or whatever, but that's just how it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's there. I don't know if it's not, and I'm okay with that. My faith is just based off of knowing that I'm going to continue doing the best that I can to help as many people as I can and let them make the choice for themselves. And with my family, it's kind of the same approach. Like, I want to be there for them, and I can relate with them. I may not see it the same way they do, and I don't try to impose my belief of I don't know onto them. So as long as they are comfortable with their their principles and their foundation, then it's okay. And I've had these conversations with my wife about them. I do my best to support her and the girls, and I feel like it's going okay. The girl, my stepdaughters are better. They're still young, so it's not really affected them as much, although it does come up occasionally. And they also see when it really affects their mother and I with the issue of death. So they're aware, but they're young, and they're fortunately a bit naive, and that's such an awesome way to look at it, because I know I was once young and I was naive about it also. As I've gotten older, I've lost a lot of friends, whether that was through snowboarding or through cancer or natural causes, car wrecks, you name it. As you get older, these are the things that happen, and they happen more and more and more often. And maybe I'm just starting to get a little bit numb to it. I don't know. I definitely have. I feel like my viewpoint is one of like, this sucks. It's happened again. So I don't know. Take some time to think about it. Your mortality is really an important thing, and what you do with your second chance in life is really, really important. I have chosen to do some things that will really help with my family and the people that I care about, and cancer survivors. And that's was part of the whole reasoning behind getting Strap In for Life going and starting the Internal Architect and writing my story and getting it out there. We start making these decisions to do better and better things for ourselves and for the other people and other people we've never even met, and to help them in their lives too. So yeah, take death as something that is just it's part of life. I know it sounds easy for me. It's something that has just taken time for me to understand, and I'm still continuing to understand it, but I'm trying to be supportive to the ones that don't, and may not understand it as much or have the same outlook that I do about it. So, if you feel confident and comfortable with where you're at, I know that I am, and I know that I am on borrowed time essentially. And if I go tomorrow, I lived a great life, and I did everything I could to make sure that people were treated correctly and treated properly and with respect, and give them as much information and knowledge that I can and that I know, to help them through their struggles also. So thank you for listening. If you like the video, hit me in the comment section below, or give me a thumbs up if you like the video also. And I really appreciate your time and your energy into watching the videos, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.